What's up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today we are going to do a brief market report and check out some of the action that is happening on the app. Let's just run through a few of the significant items so we can get an idea of the overall trend of the VeVe market. Starting off with the Marvel X-Men, we're going to take a look at the secret rare with 104 on the market, and the current low price is $1,600, which is up from yesterday as we were sitting at $1,500. So that is an uptick, but as we look at some of the other items, it's kind of mixed. Looking at the common Day of the Dead, I keep my eyes on this one on a daily basis. We're sitting at 130 gems, and that is up from about 125 yesterday. And the ultra rare sitting at a price of $628.99. It's kind of stagnant and ticking downward, so that doesn't give us too much of a clue of the overall. In the secret rare category, we do have 124 Dragon Girl Golds on the market, and it is a slight tick up to 1,100 gems. And yesterday, I believe we were below that, just a little bit of a notch above 1,000 gems. So it appears that we're kind of stagnant to steady, but there are a few other items that are noteworthy of mentioning. First of all, Mickey Mouse, the common jaunty jig, still going down. We're down to 719 gems. A happy whistle is also still slightly moving down. Low price is now at $9.15, and you see that gap to $9.45, and a few more lined up in that area. As overall, when you see that gap widening, you're noticing that people are listing items at a low enough price that they can get someone to pull the trigger. But when a gap comes in like that, where a person is going to list at $9.15 when the lowest is at $9.45, it says that there could be competition to liquidate gems. Some people might be thinking we're going to have a major drop this month, so they're trying to get rid of gems and free up that liquidity so that they can join in on the next big drop. Superman, of course, has been in the news because we have a pump that's going on. We're at 270 sitting on the market, and the price has been going up and down. We're down to 5,800. It was up over 6,200 yesterday, and this has flip-flopped back and forth at least 4 times since the news of the pump. I don't know if we're going to see this move up to 10,000 like people were talking, but we'll just have to wait and see. In my opinion, I don't see this pump happening before the MTL happens, and I think the MTL will bring that price down. Star Trek, the ultra rare, I keep my eyes on this as it is a good market indicator, down to 570 gems. That's probably going to settle down below 500 if the MTL drop is significant, which I think it will be. Now, Marvel Spider-Man, this is another one that can give us a good indication of what's going on. We've got the Ghost Spider and the Marvel Mighties dropping down to $105.99. Black Cat is also dropping and now below 100 gems. Moving on down the line, the Spider-Man Common is kind of hanging around $155, down $1 since yesterday. And then, of course, the Green Goblin that I have my eyes on is bouncing up and down. Yesterday, we were at $699, but it's moving up a tick to $725. The one I really have my eyes on is the Uncommon Spider-Man, $397 on the market, and the price is moving down. We're now down to $629. Yesterday, we were at $644. That's a steal of a deal, but I want to wait until that price action settles down before I jump on and snag one. The Common with $298 on the market, moving down to $710. The movement is a little bit slower on the Common, and the Rare is also settling down a bit with a lot of people lined up at 1,200 gems. Now, let's just scroll on down and grab a couple other significant items. The Pili Fantasy, which I've got my eyes on. There's a lot of talk about this being super popular in the Asian market. we see that the common with 593 is down to 70.87. And let's just take a quick look at the ultra rare that has been bouncing up and down, and now it is down to 480. Yesterday we had a tick back up to over 520. All right, what else can we look at that is significant? It's the Disney, Mickey, and Friends. This has been trending down. I missed out on this drop and then held out waiting for the market to settle down, and we had a surge before I was able to pick up one of these lenticular cards. The Daisy Duck is the one that I keep my eyes on. It is down to 515, and we know that Donald Duck was up at 1,100 gems. It is still moving down. Floor price $888.88. There's a little competition there for people to sell. Mickey Mouse moving down to 680 gems. We were over 700 yesterday. All right, let's keep on moving and look at a few more significant items to just give you a good overall idea. Fantastic Four, I've always got my eyes on, and some of these items are ticking down, but let's just start out with Dr. Doom. Down to 1,000 gems. It was doing steady progress at 1,100 to 1,200, and it is now moving back downward. One thing that I can tell you is if you are having trouble on drops, take a look at the ones that are below retail. Invisible Woman Common was down to 47 gems, and we are at a price of $48.50. We had 49 as the floor this morning, and it looks like it is moving down. The Secret Rare with 181 on the market. I have my eyes on this, and this, folks, is significant. I was looking at this low listing of $975 all day yesterday, and no one has pulled the trigger on the Heckler, who has number 1250 listed at this price. And that tells me that this has still got some room to go in the downward direction. So if we have someone undercutting the 1,000 floor by 25 gems and it sits on the market that long, we might see those prices adjust downward because no one is pulling the trigger. That's one that I really want to pick up, and I will be waiting until we get more news and information on the MTL drop. Let's just grab these golden moments really quick, and then we'll look at Batman Black and White. Homer and Bart with 298 on the market is going down. We're at 1,800 floor. We were just a tick below 2,000, so slight movement downward. Another one that I am holding is the Mickey Sorcerer's hat with 197 on the market, holding solidly at 4.7 thousand. We were down to 4,500, and it is ticking up. The golden moments seem to hold value a little bit better. Now, the one that I will probably not ever get because it's out of my price range is the partner statue, which is holding strong at $44,400. My pizza truck has 186 on the market, and we are slightly down, but holding at 1,900 gems. That's a pretty decent price. And R2D2 with 249 on the market has been bouncing up and down, but generally holding. And now we're back above 8,000 with a floor price of 8,100 and several more lined up higher. It seems that the movement is in the positive direction for R2D2. I also have my eyes on Wally with 285 on the market. Floor price is down to 1,400 gems from 1,500 yesterday. So the Disney collection, it's very strong, very stable, and I don't know if we will see much more of a drop. CoverGirls, let me squeeze that in before I get to Batman Black and White. Batgirl has been hovering around 70 gems with 1,400 on the market, and it is down to $64.99. Pretty good steal of a deal there. And of course, we know the rumor is this is the outfit that will be worn if the movie comes out. Don't quote me on that. Harley Quinn, ultra rare with 522, and we are down to 303 from 315 or so yesterday. The one that I hold a small bag of, Supergirl with 548 on the market, is down to 279. We were at about 285 yesterday, but that's generally holding the value. Wonder Woman has been flopping around and is now back below 200 gems with a low price of $198.99. Looks like we've got some competition to unload a few of those. And then Supergirl, with only 124, is down to 889. The general movement with Supergirl has been just slipping downward ever since. Now, let's just end up on the Batman Black and White, and then we'll come back on the next report and talk about Captain America and a few others. Oh, hang on a second. Let me show you the Bombshells collection. There's one in here that is worth looking at. There's only 51 Big Barda on the market, and the price is down to $925 with some undercutting going on. We go from $925 to $940 to $1,000, and that is an indication of downward pressure, which is not a bad thing because we have to finish this distribution phase before we stabilize prices and get into the dog days where everything is just laying low, keeping value until the next pump happens. So last but certainly not least, Batman Black and White. We'll look at a couple here. The Todd is holding strong at 11,100. Not much movement there. Jim Lee Joker is holding strong at 1,100 gems. Not a lot of action there, but there are two that are noteworthy. It's the Darwin Cook Batman with 221 on the market, down to 188. What a steal. I might have to add a couple back. Bruce Timm Harley Quinn is also down to 698, but the movement is very slow. Last but not least, Dick Sprang has 135 of the number 60 Batman on the market at a price of 220, holding strong. Hey, I tell you what, let's just look at the battle stature real quick and then we'll end it up. There's 604 on the market, and this one is also down to 839 and still sliding. So overall, this is not a bad thing. It's a natural market progression, no reason to panic. And the good thing is all of these price charts are trending just like crypto projects, and that helps us to know what's going to happen in the future. So I will keep my eyes on these prices, and hopefully you have gotten some value out of this short report, and stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll have a full report on the entire market and lots more. I've got some really exciting things planned for you and some updates on strategy, and I will have a sneak preview of the Crypto Pro Strategy 3.0, which is my strategy, what's going to happen in the next stage coming up very soon in the next few months of what I will be doing. I'm still in stage 2, strategy 2.0, which is the accumulate and hold stage. So let me know if you're curious to know what my next move is going to be when I jump into the next phase, and I promise you I've got some good content coming up. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and chime in on the comments and let me know if this settles you down a little bit and takes away some of your worries and concerns, and we'll keep you posted on all the recent developments. This is Carlton, and I am out.